Hi guys, Chico Piri, DJ CVD in the flesh. Nice to meet you. If you've never seen me before, now you've seen me before. My number is down. If you're interested, you know what to do, ladies. Anyway, what I want to talk about now is should you follow up on interviews? Should you? Should you really? I won't answer that, but I would just like to talk about scenarios, okay? I'm not coming up with an answer. I'm just talking about scenarios. You come up with the answer. Okay, so now check this out. Companies advertise when they want somebody, okay? So if they're advertising for, say, an accountant, they'll put up an ad. How much is an ad? An ad is 16,000 kwacha. And other platforms, I think Go Zambia Jobs will charge about, say, $30 for a medium, just depending on the size of the organizations, but they are charges, okay? And then they also have somebody who's a recruiting manager or HR officer who screens these candidates, who is also paid a salary, okay? And then when they call you for that interview, they sit down, manager, director, whoever. That is the use of company resources, okay? So they definitely are invested. They do want somebody to employ. They need that role, that vacancy filled. That's one. So now, why are they not calling you after all these investments? Okay, so there is a number of reasons. Okay, number one is you're not successful. That is a reason. That's a reason. Like it's a valid reason. You're just not successful. So you shouldn't rule that out. Okay, I for one would just say I'm not successful. But hey, you have to make your own decisions. Okay, so there's another that was for one scenario. Okay, the other scenario would be that you attended interviews, right, and then they are not getting back to you, okay, and telling you if you're successful or not. So now one of the reasons that this happens is, especially big companies, if the job is worthwhile, there is a lot of procedures. People are not just going to pay you 15,000, 10,000 kwacha for the rest of your life till you're 65 without, taking measures, okay? Some would be taking a background check, others would be going through approvals, okay? So these things should not be ruled out. That's why they are taking long. And sometimes if you've ever done budgeting happens in such a way that they've already lined up candidates. They know who they want and they know who they're going to hire, but they would like you to start maybe after a certain quarter. They would like you to start in their new year so that everything looks even out, so that they don't have to start explaining, hey, why is this 20,000 for Mr. Who's this? What's this cost? Why is it going up? You understand? It's better, it's clean, so that maybe you start in the new quarter. And sometimes the final approvers are very busy people. Okay, say the CEO is in America on business and the approval is in his basket. He has to hand sign it. They're not going to drop everything so that Mr. Who just comes and joins us. No, they're still running business, so they're busy. Okay, that's one reason. No conclusion yet. Okay, so what will happen if you call? You need, before you do something, you have to think of the end in mind. What are your expectations? Okay, would you like to be told that, hey, we are still working on your approval? Would that make you feel better? Is that what you're trying to get? If so, why can't you assume that's what's happening? Because you're an expert. And then secondly, you have to ask yourself, are you acting naturally? Okay, it's instinct to follow up, but it takes a lot of power to control your anxiety, and they will appreciate that. Okay, most people cannot contain themselves. They reek of desperation, and that is not attractive. Desperation has never helped anybody. Ask people chasing their exes. So, sharing internal things, okay? Sometimes they are internal things, okay? Somebody said they need somebody, but the other person has said, no, we don't need somebody. Why don't we just call whoever from that branch, because that branch is about to close? Why don't we call him and he can take up the role? There's so many things that you don't want. That's none of your business. You know what I mean? You don't want to participate in that. So now I'm going to tell you, what should you do? You have to control your anxiety. That's one. You control it. You need to control it, because if you don't control it, you seem desperate. And even if they wanted you, they give you the job, it's going to be very hard for you to negotiate a salary that you don't want, because you've already shown desperation. Then I want you to have options. That shouldn't be the only company that you're relying on. If it's the only company that you're relying on, that's where the anxiety builds from. So you need to be applying some of the tactics that I teach on this same page. You can look at the articles. And then focus your energy on applying. Keep applying, never stop. The game is over when you've signed the offer letter. Okay, not after you've attended the interview. So most people are they really want to get out of this job hunting, so they act desperate. Acting desperate helps nobody. And then the last part is worry about the exams and not the results. Worry about the interviews and not the offer letter. As in, you've done your part, it's out of your control. There's nothing you can do. You cannot twist the recruiter's arm into taking you on board. Okay, they know what they're doing. They've spent money. It was their idea to hire someone in the first place. There is nothing you can do to make them hire you. How do you feel when somebody, like there's a task at work, right? And then you know what you need to do, and then somebody keeps saying, "Hey, where are we? Oh, are you going to send this? Are you going to send this? Are you going to send it?" How does that feel? How does it feel? The recruiter is also kind of irritated by calls. Maybe they are in a meeting, then who's this calls? Oh, my name is Mwale. I am following up on that position. Oh, can I call you back, Mwale? Yeah, this guy. Maybe they're even shouting at him that your phone is ringing from a follow-up. And then secondly, you can't call them at lunch because they're at lunch. You can't call them after work because they're after work. So why? Why call them? And then there's some metaphysics in this. If you are so desperate for the job, they won't hire you. That's just the way things work. If you want to be with someone in a relationship, they won't want you. That's just how it is, guys. So you find out what you really want. Okay, DJ CBD.